Hello, my name is Cousin. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using TOEFL style questions. No script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Today is day 248. Yeah, someone left a comment. My last video, thank you so much. He said, "Keep going, brother." Thank you. I keep going. I'll keep going, brother. Yeah. I should do something after this challenge. Like interesting content. You know, this challenge is really boring. Just, I'm talking some usual things, That's not funny. That's not fun. That's not interesting. I want to make some funny. I want to do some funny thing where they just want to, make interesting content. Anyway. Let's let's review yesterday's challenge. Get off at the station, yes. Get off at the station. I usually get off at the closest station to university. But if I have time, I get off at the station further away to practice English speaking during walking to university from that station. Anyway, yeah, if you don't have confidence, if you don't have confidence, you shouldn't state it too strongly. And actually, I finally realized that, I just sometimes do Instagram, that Instagram. But I have been suffered by comparing with others because I'm bullshit, like, if I compare with I'm sorry to say that, but if I compare with like the lowest people. I don't mention it exactly, but so you can compare with anything, and it depends on what you compare. So if you compare with lower people lower than you, like you feel like you are superior, but it's not uh, it's kind of cheating. And so but in fact you don't need to compare with others if you're happy. So happiness is different from everyone, so you don't need to compare. You don't need to you don't need to be sad. But this, and society, uh, they get us to compare with others. For example, Instagram, you know that is media to boast. Boast yourself. Like I bought something. I am an actor. Yeah, that's true. But and they don't do that uh, on purpose. Just naturally they post what they are doing. It's okay, and I don't blame someone, but uh, it is really hard not to compare with others if you use social media. Sometimes it is fun, and it is good for you, but not for me. Like I'm already 30 years old, and I'm not. I haven't succeeded in my life exactly. I'm happy though. Yeah, sometimes I'm not. I don't have a very sad life at all. But yeah, yeah, sometimes I get sad while I'm using Instagram. Like uh, friends, some of them already got married, and maybe some of them have kids. Some of them succeed in work or succeed in what they like. But I haven't. So it makes me really pessimistic, and I don't like that. but sometimes I use Instagram and post some pictures with friends, pretend to be, pretend to have lots of friends around me, but but in fact, maybe I don't have many, reliable friends, or just I want to, boost what I have done. Like, I sometimes post post how many kilometers I ran, or sometimes I post what I've done. Like when I got over 900 scores on TOEIC test, I posted to appeal what I've done. Like maybe like I just some a little bit like I want to say, I did this, or I did this, or I boast what I did. That's why I posted some my some, I don't know, but those things made me suffering. So what I want to say is, I don't know what I should do. Still now, I don't know why I'm doing this challenge. I don't know why I want to speak English more fluently. I don't know why I'm here. But I have to, live in this world, and I don't know everything. But thank you. Like, someone left a comment. Thank you so much. Like, is this too late? Like, I talk about this again. Like I already talked about it so many times. Like I gave up lots of things. Once I wanted to become a uh, professional drummer, I used to like playing the drums, and once I tried to become famous, I tried to become a member of a famous band, but I quit in the middle, halfway through, and I tried to become a comedian, but I quit. I tried to become a professional tennis player, but I gave it up when I was junior high. I've, I've, I've been doing like those things until 28, and from 28 I started to work. I became a working adult, so I decided to quit what I wanted to become truly, because I'm already 28. It's really sad. Like I'm really getting sad while I'm talking, while I'm speaking, but this is real. So and so I decided to become a working adult, and still I don't have I still haven't gotten a result what I admit. How can I say? Like I don't say I cannot say I succeeded. Still, I'm struggling, and sometimes I don't know. Oh, I don't know what happiness is. Like until 25, or when I was when I was a university student, I was very happy because I don't need to think about the future. But right now, and I don't know what I should do. So I have my own company, and I try to expand that business right now. I'm trying. I've been trying to expand the business, and I still, I started going to university again because I had an opportunity to get back. So, and I have a chance to graduate from university. Kind of, I feel like it is my destiny, because my birthday is the same as the university. My birthday is the same as the university's. And you know, I was able to go to the integrated school of the university from elementary school to university. So I dropped out of the university halfway through when I was 25 or 24 because I repeated a few years, and in the middle I went to study abroad to Seattle for 1 year, so like 3 years. I went to university 3 more years. I went to university, then usual students, how can I say, I went to the university 3 more years than usual students go to. Like the usual students go to university just for 4 years, but I went to university for 7 years, I guess, including studying abroad. So I repeated 2 years, but I couldn't graduate. So, I was that kind of student, and right now I have the last opportunity to graduate. And I decided to get A plus, more than A, of all classes I take. You know what I'm saying? And I have to do my best to live to succeed. Maybe I don't, because I already wasted a lot of time already. But actually, maybe I just don't have many reliable friends. I just want to show off what I've done. I just want to show off. I just want to show off what I've done. Show off, dude. Show off. For example, I sometimes post how many kilometers I ran, or I post things I've accomplished. For instance, when I got a score of 100, I posted about it to show what I had achieved. Maybe in a way, I just want to say I did this, or brag a little about what I've done. That's why I posted some of those things. I don't know, those things made me suffer. Those things made me suffer. Those things made me suffer. What I want to say is that I don't know what I should do. I don't know why I'm doing this challenge. I don't know why I'm speaking short. I don't know why I'm here. I have to live this. I have to live this in this world. I have to live in this world. I don't understand anything. Thank you. Someone left a comment. Thank you so much. Is it too late? I kind of want to talk about this again. I've already talked about it so many times, but I've given up on a lot of things in my life very easily. I maybe didn't do my best to what I liked. Like I couldn't, I couldn't do my best to what I really liked. So I think it's too late to do it. At one point, I wanted to become a professional drummer because I loved playing the drums. I also tried to join a famous band. This is not what I tried to say. I also tried to become kind of famous band, but I quit halfway through. Then I tried to become a comedian, but I gave that up too. I also tried to become a professional tennis player, but I gave that up as well. Since junior high school, I had been chasing those kinds of... No. I tried to become a professional tennis player when I was a junior high school student. Anyway. Then at 28, I started to work. I mean, I had an experience to work as a part-time job. But at 28, I started working seriously as a working adult. I became a working adult. I entered the workforce. I decided to give up on what I had truly wanted to become because I was already 28. This is an excuse, That was really sad for me because I have to accept real. I have to accept the real me who cannot become a successful person in the world I like music. I'm actually getting sad as I talk about this. I'm actually getting sad. I'm getting sad while I'm talking. As I talk about this, yeah. I'm actually getting sad as I talk about this. I'm actually getting sad as I talk about this. This is real. This is the reality. This is the reality. This is real. So I decided to become a working adult. But even now, I still haven't achieved any result that I can truly be proud of. I still haven't actually. I still haven't achieved any result that I can truly be proud of. I'm kind of jealous to my once I was part of a copy band club when I was a university student, like from 18 to 22. And there was a boy, he was 1 year younger than me. His grade was one. So yeah, I want to talk about this. So when I was a university student, from 18 to 22, I was part of a copy band club. And when I was the second grade, that guy was the first grade, so he was kind of, how can I say, kohai? Uh, how can I say? Anyway, the one he was the first grade, and I was the second grade. Kind of, I'm a senpai. I'm older than him, but he was a guitarist. He was a guitarist, and he was really good at playing the guitar. Kind of, like everyone amazed his playing, and he is kind of, like he has a kind of charisma. Maybe, and he made lots of efforts to to play the guitar very well. Maybe every day he had done it something for, for playing the guitar better. So he was a hard worker, and he was a smart, and he has kind of, bossy character, and he was a charisma. And right now, he was a member of the famous band in Japan, and that was what I wanted to become. This is real. So, like, I felt like I was close to that position. This is, I know, even not close to that position, but like, like someone close to me, he became what I wanted to become. This is real, and I have to watch his achievement through Instagram. I can't bear it. I can't put up with that suffering, because each time I had to accept my, myself, my true myself, and I have to compare with him each time. And then the band contains of the members of that copy band club. So I know all of them. But I know they made very hard efforts. They have done lots of, great efforts. All of them are, playing good. Well, one of anyway, so yeah, they made it. They made it to, become a famous band. But I haven't done anything. I haven't done even a, consistent effort to become something. Yeah, that's why, maybe I started this. One of the reasons why I started this is, I thought I haven't done anything consistently. And one thing I can be proud of is, pronunciation. It's English. A little bit, I'm better. I'm better at English, especially pronunciation. But a little bit. I like speaking English. I like using English. Like I'm really happy when I'm watching films in English without like I even happier when I can watch a movie without subscription in English. No, with the subtitles in English, without subtitles in English. So yeah, life is really hard. I have to accept what I don't want to accept. And I have to make money. I have to make a living anyway, somehow, no matter what happens. And I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't, I like, family. Because my parents and my brother, they are really good to me. They are really kind to me, and they never, abandon me. And I'm happy. I'm really happy with with family. Like during having a dinner, during having a lunch with a family, I like that moment. I can feel happiness. So yeah, I want to get married, but I don't have a partner, to get married. So this is really hardest. I think this is. I wish this is the hardest time in my life. Please don't come harder time. Anyway, thank you so much.